4. Thank you. Everyone have a seat. Thank you so much. You gotta go. Thank you. Thank you so much. You should have a seat, man. You're having a... I'm worried about her. Have a seat. Thank you. All right, let's get started. We have no time for that nonsense here. Thank you. Thank you very much. You'll all get your money. You all get money. You've got to calm down. I've never seen, did you see her move? She's doing this. I don't know what that is, but has both hands over her chest, and she's rocking from side to side.
I think she couldn't get into The Price is Right.
I know. You know, we get a lot of their overflow.
Yeah, we do.
You do what you can. Thank you for that. That was weird. Love Tonight Show. Mr. Howie Mandel is here. We're gonna have a good time with him.
It's great.
Yeah. Make sure you fist bump him. You got a fist bump, Howie. He's the first celebrity I ever saw in Los Angeles when I moved out here as like a young lad. I was in a movie line, and there was a person in front of me wearing sort of like a Michael Jackson jacket. And he just turned around, and it was Howie Mandel, who was on TV at the time, and he was like, hello. He wasn't germaphobe then.
Right.
He licked his hand and rubbed my face. Things have changed for him. A lot going on, a lot to talk about. Did you hear about this? President Trump's big meeting. Yesterday, President Trump met with Jack Dorsey, the CEO of Twitter. Yes, he met with the CEO of Twitter. Out of habit, Trump met with the CEO of Twitter at 3 a.m. while sitting on the toilet.
Come in! Get in here!
I'm making his toilet really low. It'd be great if he had a super low toilet.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a reason he met with him. The reason President Trump met with Jack Dorsey was Trump wanted to know why he is losing followers. Yeah, that's the real reason, yeah. Yeah, there was an awkward moment when Twitter's CEO said, nobody likes you. You're not likable. It's a true story. It is true, we were talking about this backstage. Even his supporters, diehard, they don't really like him. Oh, no, he's a douche, but I'll vote for him.
Yeah.
Speaking of tech, I wanted to mention this. This is kind of strange. Tesla's CEO, Elon Musk, who's just invented whatever, electric cars, spaceships, you name it. Tesla's CEO Elon Musk announced he wants to now invent a noiseless leaf blower. Yeah, that's a noiseless leaf blower, yeah. Then someone took Musk to a hardware store and showed him a rake. Right there. I mentioned this story last week. You remember this, Andy. It's very sweet. A retired man, absolutely true, a retired man recently noticed that someone had been tidying up his work shed during the night. That's right, he had no idea who it was. So he put a security camera in the shed and learned it was a mouse. I am not kidding about this. Yes, every night the mouse would pick up loose little screws and other items left out by the guy and then just carry them and put them back in the man's toolbox. He's got footage of it. He released the footage. Here's the footage. It's really sweet. You can see the mouse picking up stuff and putting it into the toolbox. Yes! He does this all night long. It's absolutely unbelievable. It's really cool, yeah. So I was very impressed by this mouse's generosity and helpfulness. So impressed, in fact, that I hired the mouse to help out around our studio. Give him a job, yeah. Pay the mouse for what it does best, just helping out. And he's been great. Take a look. For example, he is working as a cameraman on the show. He's been doing an amazing job. Yeah, very good. He's helps out with cue cards. Yeah, very good with cue cards. In the control room, he works as the technical director on the show. When Howie Mandel's booked, he disinfects his dressing room. Yeah, he plays cards with crew members on union breaks, and he decorates a cake for a staff member's birthday, which is very nice. Yeah, it's filled with disease. does my hair just before the show. Very nice. Yeah, and yeah, deleting negative comments from our show's Facebook page. And finally, preparing Andy's pre-show coffee. Thank you very much. Yeah. Yeah, that segment of our show is for little children who are watching.
That's right. Tell little kids that I drink.
Yeah. They already know. That's exciting, though. We do have a great show tonight. Don't you think so, Andy?
Absolutely. And we have a great crowd, too.
Yeah, we do. Yeah. Hold on a second. To be fair, we don't really know yet. I mean, they seem good, but we don't know for sure.
I know.
I'm just curious, what are you basing this on? We've only been with this crowd for a couple of minutes.
Well, you really don't trust me, do you? Conan, I said they're a great crowd because I know they are. How do I know? Watch this.
Each day, I try to make sure we have a great crowd for that night's show with a rigorous screening process.
No pregos. Out. No.
It's important because if we don't have a great audience, Conan scolds them and forces them to leave. Then he retreats to his underground bunker of sadness for exactly 24 hours. At the testing facility, I start off with basic health tests. I obtain vitals from each audience member to make sure they're healthy enough to endure 15 minutes of entertainment over a period of 30 minutes.
The last one was a joke. You're fine. Nobody asked you for this. Get the out of here.
Then I administer a 100-question written intelligence test, as well as visual intelligence tests.
Okay, is this a banana or an apple?
Apple.
Good.
Humor comprehension quizzes,
Excellent.
theater seat usage tests.
No, honey, put your bottom on the seat. Put your bottom. There you go. That's it. Good job. Okay. And applause.
Clap strength testing, laugh analysis,
Very nice. Very nice. Oh, bye. Get out.
finally, I look at everyone's nude photo.
Oh, very nice, Lou. Very nice. Thank you so much. That is how I know they're a great crowd.
Wow. We have a great show tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, comedian Howie Mandel's on the program. We'll be right back. Stick around. My guest tonight is a comedian, actor, and of course a judge on America's Got Talent. His new stand-up special, Howie Mandel Presents Howie Mandel at the Howie Mandel Comedy Club, is available now. Please welcome Howie Mandel!
I like this.
It's nice,
How are you,
right?
people? You know what? It is really nice.
It's
And
a little theater. We made a little theater. Which
well,
is nice.
and it's the same room that the show has always been shot in. But what I'm noticing just from the first time, they're so much closer.
Yeah.
There's so much. Which, well, wait, before you applaud, that doesn't make me comfortable because I don't know what you have. I mean, I'm a germaphobe.
You know what we should do? We should have a little, like a salad guard screen.
Like a
that comes
sizzler,
up.
like a sizzler.
I think a screen should come up and protect you.
You know, that's like a fantasy. Remember The Boy in the Bubble, that movie, The Boy in the Bubble? I thought that was a great positive, like they kind of presented that like that was an issue, like that was a problem.
You would what you're saying is that you would love to be in a germ-protected bubble all the time.
For Howie, that's an Airbnb.
You would enjoy that.
It's an airtight B&B.
Tight B&B.
It's weird when that, you know, it's kind of, I wish I had, what do you, I've talked about this before, just because I feel like I'm ignoring you when I'm like this. I wish I had like one of those, what do you call that, when one eye goes off? What is a lazy? No, they're saying a lazy eye. I don't want a lazy eye. In fact, why do they call that the lazy eye? That's the eye that takes initiative. That's the eye. No, you guys have lazy eyes because they're just following your face. The eye that is a go-getter is the one that
that's
just
a
wants-
rogue eye.
That's a rogue eye. This one's lazy because it just stays with the face. That's not lazy. I don't know how I got into that.
Yeah. Well,
I
you're
have
gonna
a
you're
lazy nipple.
gonna get someone angry. I'm just curious. How's your life going? How was your Easter? Do you do anything on Easter?
Yeah, we did. Very traditional. We the night before. I have grandkids now, so the night before. The night before. Don't whoop. It's not great. My daughter's 12, so. But she's the most popular girl in the class. Okay, but so we stay up late, and my wife and I, we painted the eggs. We painted eggs, and then we got up like at 5:30 in the morning, went out in the yard, and did whatever we do in the yard. And then the kids came over. No, let me tell you, the kids came over, and they were searching and hunting, and they're just adorable because it's so exciting, and they have baskets and everything. But we didn't put the eggs in the yard. But no, we do. It's not a joke. We do it for a reason. So after 3 hours with tears, the kids come up and they go, "Why aren't there any eggs? Why are we not able to find eggs?" And I've been doing this yearly. I go, "Because we're Jews." How are you going to teach them?
Why? Why do they fall for it every year?
Every year, until you realize.
Every year they fall for it.
Yeah, but so we like to think of Easter as kind of a teaching moment for
good.
our children.
Jesus would approve. Yeah.
Who was a Jew.
Exactly.
Yes. Did he find eggs? No.
Jews are allowed to go, "A Jew!"
Right.
Yeah, you're allowed to do that.
Well, and if you do that,
If I do that, it's not good.
Somebody
Yeah.
says, "Bless you." A Jew. No, I'm not being anti-Semitic.
You've been married. This is a lot. Is it 40 years?
This is my
40 years.
40 years. You can yell out 40 years.
40 years.
I've been married 40 years to a Jew. I have been married. People say to me, I talked about this in my special, but it's true. People say to me, 40 years to the same woman. And I always say this. I go, I'll be honest with you. When I married Terry, she was like, she wanted to party all the time and have sex all the time. This is not the same woman. Same name and everything. Why would you woo when I'm talking about sex with my wife? Please, that makes me uncomfortable. Why is he...
Very invested in the notion of having sex with your wife.
Yeah.
My wife's a tough cookie. I'm telling you, she's mad at me. She gets mad at me. This is another thing I talked about in the special, but it's true. You know what she got mad at me about? This is just marriage. Take away... she got mad at me for... I'm trying to say this television. Peeing in the shower. Does anybody here pee in the shower? Yeah. Everyone.
Why would you not?
Well, that's the point. But she said, it's not that I peed in the shower. This is absolutely true. She said it's because I don't follow her rule. She made a rule. This is the rule in our house. She goes, Howie, if you are going to, this is what she said, Howie, if you're going to pee in the shower, you have to be taking a shower. And I said to her,
That seems unreasonable.
Yeah.
That's unreasonable.
Oh, my God. I don't know how you put up with it.
I don't know.
I don't know how you do it.
I mean, the point is, she was, so. I hear running water. And I walk by. I love your explaining it. Are you explaining it there?
Yeah. We put people in the audience to explain what's happening.
What did you say after I talked about peeing? What did you just say? No. He said no.
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 Because she said, could you do that to me? And he said,
No.
No.
You are, and you talk about it all the time, and it comes up in you mentioned it here at the top of your segment. You're a germaphobe, and I don't know how a germaphobe can be in show business, because my experience is I go places, people say hi, they want to shake your hand, which is fine. I'm okay with that because I love germs.
No.
But you, and I was touring in the fall, went all over the place, and when you do a touring show, there are meet and greets. People want to hug, they want to shake hands. How do you deal with that?
I do things. I do. You know what I do? Because I think it's funny too. It's kind of like, so maybe I shouldn't tell this. I'll tell it. So sometimes when there's a meet and greet, so there's winners from radio stations and things like that, my buddy Rich, who is my road manager, he lines people up after the show, and I'm in the dressing room. I close all the lights. It's pitch black in the room, and I lie under the table. And then, oh, God. I don't know why I'm saying this, because we deal with it like it's real. And then he brings one person in and closes the door behind him, and in the pitch black from under the table, you hear me going, can't thank you enough for coming to the show.
No, that's terrible.
I know. And then I said, could you, Rich, could you move them a little closer? And he moves them a little closer, and I just tap them on the ankle, and I go, listen, thank you for the support. I couldn't be here without you, the audience. And then he takes them out, and you just see people leaving the room, and they go, what was that? What was that? But that way, I'm not shaking hands.
These are radio contest winners. These are people that got all excited.
I don't like, you know, it's a germaphobe. And speaking of touching, I was in New York, and I was, you know, I love being in New York because the people are in the street much more than they are here. And I end up staring, and I like looking at people. And I'll be honest with you, I saw this. There was a couple and a dog. And the woman was spectacular. And I mean, I was just gawking. And
Gorgeous, beautiful, yeah.
Yes. And I was gawking, and I didn't realize you get caught in that stare. And they got close, and I noticed the guy saw that, and I got thrown. I didn't want to, I felt uncomfortable, so I tried to change the subject, and I went, oh, the dog. Is your dog friendly? And he goes, yeah, go ahead and pet her. I don't want to pet the dog, but I didn't want to. So I pet the dog, and the dog jumps up on me and starts licking me and humping me. Wait. So then I said, is your girlfriend friendly? Because if it works for the dog.
Why is he sucking me in every time?
Some of these germs, it's funny. Relationships are funny. They are. You know what I noticed? Thinking of New York and that same thing, and you probably saw this. I actually, as much as I'm a germaphobe, I use public restrooms. I'll use the stall. People think I use the stall.
Really?
They make. Well, don't you use the stall?
I do, but I don't have your problem. You are the germaphobe, and you're going into a public bathroom stall.
Right, but people say to me, the stall, oh, why are you going to the stall? You're like a girl, you're going to sit down to do it? And that's not why I use the stall. It's because when you sit in a urinal, the back of your shirt gets soaked. So the thing is, but I'm in the stall, and I noticed this is in New York, carved into the toilet seat. There's a carving in the toilet seat with a heart. And it said, Louis loves Deborah. And I thought, like, who is that for? What sentiment? Buy a card, send a flower. Who is, like, when can you even share that? When can you?
I know.
Baby,
Deborah,
if you knew how much I loved you.
Oh, come in here. Come in here, hold your nose. I want to show you something. Yeah. Oh, you're not just my number one, you're my number two.
Right. Yeah. Why? Andy, why do you write his stuff?
Why?
All written by Andy Richter.
I'm so sorry.
Howie Mandel
Yeah.
presents Howie Mandel at the Howie Mandel Comedy Club.
Yes.
You're very happy with how the special came out.
I got to tell you, I am such a huge fan of mine. I go to just about every show I do. I don't miss anything.
Yeah.
I think, listen, I'm also a talent judge, so I sit back and I watch myself and I golden buzzer myself. I'm going right to a live show.
About America's Got Talent, quickly, how is it that you've survived? Other people are on the show and then they're off the show. You know, Mel B's on the show and Heidi Klum, they're on the show, but then they're gone.
They're gone.
You seem to survive. What's your secret?
I'm affordable. So the thing is, but the truth
That's
is,
the secret in show business.
but that's it. How much are you paying me to be here today? Almost nothing.
You
why I'm here.
cost so much less than every other guest.
People don't realize if you'd like to spend some time with me, I'm on Groupon, and you can clip coupons and you can have me show up anywhere.
Yeah.
And
Hide in the dark.
I will do that anyway. The truth is, this is a great new season of America's Got Talent. Mel B is going on a Spice Girls tour.
Sure.
Heidi Klum is doing a huge show on Amazon. So we have two new judges, Julianne Hough and Gabrielle Union. They're wonderful. We're in the midst of the season. It's going to be a spectacular knockout season on AGT. Deal or No Deal is still on CNBC.
Listen to this guy. He's got a club.
Animals doing things. I also have a festival, too. I'm
You
part
have a
of
fe- what's the festival?
JFL
Oh,
in
wow.
Montreal.
Just
I'm,
for laughs.
I'm
Yeah,
one of the
of course.
partners.
Yes, you are.
I have a festival. I've got a club. And right after this, I'm going to get myself an egg salad sandwich.
Thank you. Stars.
Oh, no.
Howie Mandel presents Howie Mandel at the Howie Mandel Comedy Club. Is available now through the Comedy Dynamics Network on iTunes, Amazon Prime, and Google Play. Check that out. Howie Mandel, no one does it like you.